It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Rocky Marciano. He's only 5 foot 10 inches tall with a reach. The Rock. Rocky. Eastern Assassin, Larry.
This bout is scheduled.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You can hear everything. Can you imagine being a fighter walking into this? We're going to see that any minute now.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. And he misses with that jab. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
The flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
Nice count. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You let him back in. You're better than that, kids. Just go back out there.
Here we go. It's round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Back and forth they go. Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
Never gonna happen. If you've got a good jab, you've got a good reach. I know nobody could ever get past that jab.
One punch could change everything in this battle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring.
Get out there, switch on.
On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? You don't want to trade shots. Beautiful counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Switch on. Get your boxing back together. Get your mind back on the job.
And there's the bell to start round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a kiss. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Which one of these athletes is gonna say, I can't take it anymore? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Boxing, be smart, get your shots off.
And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Good counter punching. Nice exchange here from both men. You'd like to see more jabs. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. That counter shot lands. They're both trying for a knockout. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter.
Get focused. Keep your mind back on the judge.
And there's the bell to start round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice job getting that punch through. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
Round off and win the round on your jab.
And there's the bell for round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Perfect punch. to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The jab doesn't quite connect. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Hey, those punches add up. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next...
That was a terrible round, that was. Come on.
And there's the bell for round 8. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up. Just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
How about that time counter shot? He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
Unanimous? You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.